Welcome back to another episode of Yinzology, the study of everything Pittsburgh. Steelers recap week 11. They're sitting at 6-4 after losing 13-10 to the Browns.
This episode of Yinzology is brought to you by Cool Cones with two locations, Perry Highway and North Park. So get a Cool Cone and chill out.
Same problems continue week in and week out to rear their ugly head. No doubt the Browns have allowed the fewest yards per game since the 2008 Pittsburgh Steelers. So they are a really good defense. However, why are you trying pass attempts whenever the run is working? I don't know if it is Pickett, but he may be playing better under another offensive coordinator that calls plays to their strength. Still no balls being thrown in the middle of the field. The only one that was thrown in the middle of the field to Robinson on that third and long, and they moved the chains. But you got to continue to attempt to throw the ball in the middle of the field. Is that Canada with the play calling, or is that Pickett? Why on earth, less than 2 minutes to go, are you throwing 3 consecutive incomplete passes, 3 consecutive pass attempts, rather than running the ball? You should be playing to win, or you should be playing to get to overtime. But you're stopping the clock with the Browns having 2 timeouts left. You stop the clock, then you give them an opportunity, which they took advantage of, and they came down and they cut the winning field goal with 2 seconds to go in the game. I just don't get that. Either it's the play calling or it's Pickett, but they got to figure it out as they're preparing for next week's game. Also, you're playing against, not only is it the players, is it the play calling, coaches, is it the officials, or is it execution? This whole Pickett throwing the ball deep right, and there's not a receiver in 20 yards of that pass attempt. Either someone blew a call, someone ran a wrong route, someone misinterpreted what the play call was and what the game plan was. You go ahead and execute the game plan. You execute the playbook to the best of your ability. And this happens quite frequently. The ball's being thrown one place and the receiver is in a different place. You look at the officiating, and you have the roughing the passer on, it was either Highsmith or Watt, where they come in, you're taught to see and to look at the thing you're tackling. You don't lower your head. And that whole roughing the passer, 15-yard helmet-to-helmet hit, I think is completely bogus. He didn't fall on him. He sacked him. He rolled over, or he hit him. He rolled over. I just don't get that. I'm not sure what's going on with the officials right now. And then 2 series after that, Pickett gets a helmet-to-helmet hit on him, and there's no penalty that's called at all. Dan Moore also, it's not only Pickett's problem and the offensive play calling's problem, but that offensive line is not really good. Dan Moore was completely owned by Myles Garrett today. Completely owned. That first play from scrimmage on the offensive side of the ball, whenever Pickett gets sacked, it looked like the offensive line was still on the sidelines. They didn't even show up. So you got to game plan better. You got to prepare better. There's like no preparation. It seems like for the first half, at least, we're lost. We don't even know what's going on. But you really have to continue to ask your question, is it the players? Is it the coaches? Is it the officials? Or is it the execution? And I dare to say it's all 4 of those combined. 3rd and long, I don't understand why, if it's 3rd and 10 and you're running a 2-yard route, Pickett shouldn't look at that person. Pickett should look at someone else, go through his progression. If it's 3rd and whatever, you run to the sticks and you turn around and give your quarterback a good target. You don't run 8 yards before and turn around and then try to make those 8 yards on your own whenever you have 4 or 5 or 8 defenders crashing down on you to try to stop you from getting that first down. So you got it. That's game planning. That is the preparation. You got to run to the stick and turn around. If you're going to run players in motion, you're running players in motion, and that means you're leaving on the backside of the play a freed up defender, and then you're running behind the motion. You're running to that freed up defender who's not blocked. If you're going to run motion, you run behind that motion. You run behind your blocks. You don't run on the other side of the field and then expect a different outcome. That's like the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that you're going to have a different outcome when in reality, there is no different outcome at all. So a lot of things to work on this week. It is super frustrating to watch this. With that said, shout out to Dilworth Pub. Went there. The food was great. The service was great. The atmosphere was awesome. All the Steeler fans there, very knowledgeable. So it was an awesome experience. Hats off to that bar. It was great. This is Jimmy Two Time. Until next time, I'm out.